Hey, I have been asked by many of you for an update of my surgery, so I'm going to be posting this to YouTube so that you guys can see the journey itself if this is the first video that you are seeing. Anyway, I am almost 10 months post-op and not happy with where things are at with my body. So I had an appointment with my surgeon about a month ago. And he said the good news is that the diastasis has not split. So everything that he did with the surgery is still intact, which is awesome. That is good news. Nothing has torn. I have been doing very minimal exercises at home, hoping that I would have been able to start running this spring and into the summer, and that has not happened. By the time I continue to run or exercise or anything, the times that I did, all of my muscles would just be weak and disengage, and so then I would be hunched over, and that's not cool. It's also really affecting my back because my core is so weak, so I've had to go to the chiropractor quite frequently. Even doing like some squats and step backs, it's been putting my back out of alignment, so that's been really uncomfortable. I've had a lot of pinched nerves. And then between my shoulder blades, my posture is not good. Like I've been hunched over, and when I eat dinner, like I'm even more hunched over. And so it's putting pressure between my shoulder blades, all because my stomach muscles are weak. I have been doing very simple exercises, like lying on my back, like you're reading. You have your knees up, and then you just drop one leg, and then you pull it back up. I've been doing that just to engage those muscles. Anyway, they're not getting better. So the surgeon said that it's hard because your stomach muscles, they're right here in the middle. So every time you laugh, you breathe, you cough, you stand, you sit, you move, they're constantly being moved, but they're not being engaged properly. So even though I'm trying to target them with exercises, it's not happening properly. So today I met with a sports physical therapist, and or a sports doctor, and he is recommending me to a sports physical therapist. So I will have that appointment next week for the consultation to lay out a plan for my body. He had me do a few moves so that he could engage all of the muscles in my core, my back, everything. And he said everything is working together, which is good. However, everything is weak, very weak. And for some reason, my left side is a little bit weaker and tighter than my right side. And so there's a little bit more like shooting pains on this side. So anyway, I'm going to be doing physical therapy. That is the update. So it is taking me months for me to give an update because there wasn't really an update. People kept asking me, how are you doing? And basically the same. Like I thought that as I was watching some other video blogs that I would be able to be up and running and moving and active and all of those things like 4 to 6 months after surgery. And here we are almost 10 months later and haven't been able to do that. So it's been a little frustrating. I'm a little swollen, so I will show you. I don't know what will be the best, probably this way. Anyway, so under my rib cage, I'm swollen basically from my belly button up. And anyway, here's pretty tight still from the surgery. But anyway, they want me to flex as though I'm getting socked in the stomach. And it takes my breath away. It hurts. But these muscles right here are not engaging properly. And so I told the doctor today, I'm trying to flex and it's really hard. I told the doctor today that I don't care to have a flat stomach. You see how swollen it is? You can see from this angle too, from the shadows. Right here, this is all swollen, all up in here too. I don't care to have a flat stomach. My issue is that I don't like to be in pain. And this is all like one big bruise because I can't get away from it. It's constantly moving, constantly being targeted and engaged in one way or another. Walking, running, sitting, it doesn't really matter. Playing with my kids, pushing them on the swing. You don't realize how much of a workout that is for your core until your core is weak, just pushing them. But anyway, so yeah, there really isn't much of of a difference going on in my stomach. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to engage all of these muscles again. So my stomach muscles, my side muscles, my back, even like my lower pelvis and my butt and my outer thighs all need to be engaged so that I can pull my posture back up, because even me just standing up straight is pulling on all of this. So I wish I would have had gone in sooner for an update or whatever, but I wanted to give it some time, seeing what I could do on my own. And my body's just not cooperating. My muscles don't like their new home. So so I'm hoping to go from here. So I'm going to start at least 6 to 8 weeks of physical therapy, probably 2 days a week. And then we will go from there and do another update. So that'll be about a year post-op. And hopefully I'll be a little bit happier with the way things are going. Right now, I'm happy that I still had the surgery. It needed to happen. My organs weren't supported. I had 2 hernias, one way up here, and then the umbilical hernia. The diastasis was bigger than my hand. And so my muscles were way out to the side, all the way up through my rib cage and down through my pelvis. My muscles were disconnected. So having the surgery was definitely something that still needed to happen. I just wish that my muscles would have properly engaged and found their home a little bit sooner than this. But yeah, it's just so tender. I wish I could explain more. It's kind of like when you do a workout for the first time, for instance, when you do a bunch of squats for the first time, or you go running for the first time, and then you sit down, you're like, oh my gosh, I did not know that those muscles existed, didn't know they were there. That's how my stomach feels, but it's all the time. It is just tender. It feels like a bruise all the way through. So hoping that physical therapy is the answer. Thank you so much for all of the emails that you all have sent to me and the encouraging notes and the messages. I really appreciate you guys joining me on my journey. I'm sorry that it took so long to do an update. I really just didn't have any other update except for it is what it is. Hopefully it gets better. So now we're moving on to physical therapy and I am excited about it. So I will talk to you soon.